Never would have thought playing as barista serving drinks will be such an enjoyable experience, but here we are. This is my coffee talk review. Let's start. Coffee talk's gameplay loop is simple. A customer comes in, you start a conversation, they ask for a drink, you brew it and serve, continue conversation, and repeat day by day. To your help, you have your phone with the 4 apps. To.chill is your contact list with summaries of all of your customers. As you bond with them, all you unlock with more details about what they like, dislike, what their professions are, and so forth. And then there's your recipes app, which is a collection of unique drinks and how to make them. Emphasis on the unique, as not all ingredients will lead to a named drink. Some are generic ones like honey, lemon, and milk. You have your newspapers app, which is a digital newspaper app informing you about the outside world of the coffee shop. Last, you have your music app, which is a controller for your background music. Whenever you feel like the current one is boring or just something new. And overall, I like the gameplay loop, but I do have some issues with it. Starting with the good though, it's a fun puzzle game mechanic, trying to figure out what the customer wants, encouraging you to mix and match, but that's where the fun stops. After a while, the game can be repetitive, as most of your customers will order the same drink over and over again. You lose the guessing game aspect, as well they're not utilizing the contact list to its full potential. Since the game hints at making you figure out the preferences, but never builds upon it. There are times when they just tell you some ingredients and or what kind of preference they like warm, cold, sweet and bitter drinks. And that's where I wish the Tom.chill app could have been more utilized and more incorporated the story. Like with someone's birthday, you can surprise them with remembering it and affect their relation with them, then affect the story in some way. Of course, narrative-wise, it doesn't make any sense having the customer ask you to guess what their favorite drink are, but the game hints a few times when the customer asks you to surprise them, and you could have used the Tom.chill to look up the preferences to break down what kind of ingredients you should use. But while the gameplay is good and fun, my favorite part of Coffee Talk was experiencing the characters for the first time. I love the attention to detail the studio put into each character. Small details such as their body language are different despite showing the same emotions. All characters have their own personality and style. A few of the highlights characters are Freya, Aqua and Hyde. Freya you meet in the beginning of the game comes off as brash and stubborn, but once someone's in trouble, she shows off her sweet side, but also when she's backed up against the wall, she exposes her vulnerability. And then you have Aqua, who is a sea creature who works as a researcher by day, in the game developer by night, who is shy at the beginning, but once she gets to know you, she's bubbly and always polite. And lastly, we have Hyde, the vampire, who always have a poker face expression, who always ready to give his honest opinion, no matter the topic or discussion. With that said though, the story can be dragged on at times, as during my playthrough, some of the character story arc are taking too long or is too short. And by the time they reappear, you have forgotten the story, which left me with this feeling of discontent, especially in the ending, without spoiling anything, was left out of field from the rest of the story. What is consistent, to my surprise, the world of Coffee Talk lies in small detail, the environment, from the people walking in the background, the rain, to the newspaper app who keeps updating you about what's happening in Seattle outside your coffee shop, which makes the world of Coffee Talk for me feel more alive, rather than just you playing as a barista serving customer drinks. As for the music, while it's not groundbreaking, I didn't feel the need to turn it off or replace it with my own music. With all that said though, do I recommend Coffee Talk? Yes, I do. While the story can be at times dragging on than it needs to be, and the gameplay can be repetitive, it's a game you should take your time with, and the characters all makes up for it with their personalities and heart and soul the developers put in the world of Coffee Talk, make you feel part of it. You're not just playing at the game as a barista, you are the barista living in the world of Coffee Talk. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.